Alright then, we start on here. We got that North Melbourne port going. We continue with the round 9. Do I ever think I would drink from? I don't know. I don't even know if as a baby I was breastfed. I've never asked. I've never like learnt how I was fed as a baby. I'll go this way. Would I do it? I mean, if you name like a specific circumstance, I'm sure there's a circumstance in there where I'd say yes.
Just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up.
Come here, up this way, with the Houston.
Onto the non-preferred.
There we go with Bergman in there.
Doesn't often waste it. Goldstein takes an excellent grab.
I mean, you could make an argument that it could potentially actually taste better than like a cow's because it's like human on human, where like it would be more natural. Like I guess there's the argument, and I guess that would be an argument in there, Mr. Pal Pepper.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
But I don't know if I've ever had any. But I'm not at the moment looking to try some, but maybe circumstances would change one day for some reason. I don't know what that would be, but come here. Okay, so that's going to be off there.
They can keep running and taking the game on. There's no
Mr.
reason why they
Zeeble.
can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Looking to get it forward quickly. Tucker.
But I did with the boys, always love, I did mention it a little bit, I always loved the actress who played Ashley. I always thought she was like hilariously pathetic. It was kind of like what my view on her was the whole way through it, but I thought the actress who plays her is like amazing. Come here. Go there. But I always liked okay, well we got that. So North, can they get the goal here? Oh, he's missed that there. He's missed that in there. But you know that MM, like that his name stands for Mother's Milk, right? Like I've always liked that dude throughout the series. Come here. That's gonna be a goal, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a goal there. That dude be getting put in so many situations that I'm good with not being in those situations. Let's go here.
Not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off.
Have I ever thought of doing a podcast? I don't not exactly. Not exactly. This is almost, this kind of is that almost, where like I'm talking through it and I'm happy to try and talk about off-topic things. Coming this way. Go there. Like I know that ideally I'd be able to have like a topic to talk about and go through it. Like I know that that's in my mind as something I'd like to be able to do, but I've never kind of thought of myself as someone. I've never really thought of myself as someone that could like that has it in them to consistently be able to put on like an hour on like a specific kind of just like talking and talking. I'm not used to that. Come here. I'm used to being like, you know, like an intellectual, like a sprinter. It's like maybe I got my moments, like that TikTok, like a TikTok where it's like maybe I could put together 30 seconds, a minute of something where it's like it's gonna be good in that, but be able to kind of consistently go for it and be able to build that all up, like the presentation of it. It would be cool to be able to do that. I haven't posted on TikTok for months, man. I think it's been a while, and I know like I'm pretty sure like my latest like however like few things on there were like just me just doing like dark jokes, just because that's just kind of what I felt like doing at the time there, because like I had found myself watching a lot of TikTok and getting into like Anthony Jeselnik. So like I found myself wanting to do dark jokes myself. Go there, got the ball up. It would be probably the fastest way for people to grow in terms of like audience viewership. And like I know that like making clips here and posting them to TikTok, like from a business standpoint, it does make sense, but I'm at a point where I know myself to know I just need to make sure that I'm enjoying what I'm doing rather than trying to just get people to watch. Because if I'm not enjoying it, it was when it'll show if I'm not enjoying myself.
Kicking at his first.
We got Rioli, like we had it a couple of days ago, where I was just completely checked out that I almost just stopped like half an hour in. And that was when I was playing Crash, and it had nothing to do with the game. So it's like I gotta make sure that I'm just enjoying what I'm doing first. Okay, the handball isn't great. Oh damn! I just realised Port got 4 goals going.
Keeps it low. Finlayson.
Got the kick there. Okay, so we got Butters. He's bringing it in here.
They're playing with purpose and poise. Second effort needed. He's stopped in his tracks.
That's gonna be a ball up. Okay.
Punch clear.
Come in here. Do what you got. Nope. Okay.
One step ahead. Rioli fighting tooth.
That's gonna be a ball up. Yeah, I don't want to be like if I can help it. I'd like to not devote my life to something I don't like if I can help it. But that's something that, you know, for someone to be able to do that, as much as we can say, hey, you need to be able to live your life in a way that you enjoy. I mean, I feel like the amount of people that can actually do that, it probably really isn't that many. There wouldn't be like a lot of people who would just be able to like get into that position to be able to live like that.
Clever kick. Dersma with a big fist. Shields.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be a free kick in there. It is a bit. Bring it in there.
Into the pocket he goes.
Can you get the mark? Okay, but Port can get it.
On the last line of defense.
Oh, come on, get rid of that.
A bit of a panicked handball.
That's going to go out there.
It's a desperate.
Oh no, do not not exit the game, please. Get your kicks going down there.
He's been busy so far. Butters.
See what you got. Bringing in the 50. Okay, that's going to be Mark. Bring it back. Might be able to get number 5 on the board for Port right now. Okay, so we're past the first half on the first quarter right now. Charlie Dixon bringing it. Oh, that's gone back there. That really just came back there. Giving Port the first 5 goals of the game here.
And they might not be done yet.
Oh damn!
Right on the ropes now. Goldstein showing his
going this way.
Met solidly. Taylor.
God damn.
Marnie.
Okay, so we have North. We'll go with Berkman. No, that's coming back. It'd be nice if North could get a goal in here. Try and bring it back a bit.
Tries to spike it out of the danger zone.
Someone want to get this ball? Okay. Eventually one of them goes to get it.
They'll bide their time. Bonner. Not a lot of room to work with. Well, that's not like him.
Yeah.
And we'll have a ball up. Goldstein.
Yeah, I think what you're saying there. Just saying that make some sense in there. Go there.
Attracted a crowd.
Like you are just, it is gonna, a lot of it's just gonna be circumstance and what you're willing to sort of, what you got going on, what you're able to sacrifice. So, for sure.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Mr. Oh damn! Like I know myself here. I know in the past, like I had interest, like making videos and doing that stuff. But I was at a point where it's kind of like my expectation level for what I could get out of this was higher than what I was willing to put in, if that makes sense. Where right now I'm kind of trying to take the mindset I had with my development of my push-up, where I was good, like sucking. I was happy to not be good at push-ups, and that allowed me to just start doing them and be okay with stopping really quickly until it just eventually gradually built up. So it's like, it's kind of the mindset I'm trying to have here. But it's like, I'm happy if I only have like 1 or 2 people watching, you know. I gotta be like happy with that for now, and just make sure that what I'm doing, it just kind of works through it, and then over time you're able to sort of what I would get used to builds up. That becomes a new normal, and you can sort of start building from there, and you're evolving from that. Come in there. Okay, so that's going to be Mr. Elio.
Doesn't want to turn it over there. He's generally a good kick. Bonner presents in space.
Bring it. Oh, goddamn.
Accidental intercept. Stevenson
Get rid of that.
getting their handball game
You
going.
go out there. You can get the handball. No.
That could be a goal-saving tackle.
Who has it here? That's gonna. Oh, no. Okay.
The umpire circles and decides to ball it up. Can they?
Well, not coming into this game. Port were in the top 4. I'm pretty sure North. I think actually North coming into this game were just outside the top 8. I think they were definitely close in it. There's still right now Port got that. They've got the dominance going for themselves. They got that player 1 supremacy going.
That one was always his.
But as we saw yesterday with Freo and Sydney, it is possible for a team to start bringing a comeback. That's going to go out there.
Disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
Yeah, it's like right in the back. You just got to keep going. Funny thing with the backs, I remember I was learning to ride a bike, like obviously much younger, and then at some point I just kind of stopped doing it. I guess because I'm like, I don't like falling over. I don't want to do it, but that would be interesting. Like the idea of like, what would it be to even like bike riding? What would it be to get me? Oh, North got a goal in here.
I've been guilty of some questionable decision making today. Not on that.
What would it be to get me to like? I wonder if one day I want to like learn how to ride a bike again. Go out there. Oh no.
Heads for the pocket.
Okay, so that's gonna go out here. That's Mr. Greenwood.
The Power have denied them the corridor. Who's front and centre?
I might want to get rid of that. He does. That comes to kick in there. Goes with North.
Takes an excellent grab. Bit of a nothing.
See what you got here.
Intercepts.
The kick comes out.
That's good vision.
Go here.
Working hard and being rewarded. Rosie just has to hit a target.
And that's going to be Mr. Pepper.
Worked it well.
See what he can get here.
Some authority on this match.
Okay, so Sampel Pepper.
Goes for home.
That's coming back here. Oh, damn, that's a goal.
That is no exception.
I wasn't even fully expecting him to kick it.
I want the ball in his hands.
The Power look keen to atone for last week's loss. Dersma.
Oh yeah, I think they're doing just that. I think they're doing just fine.
Can send them into attack. They've put themselves under
pressure. That kick in there.
Kicks inside the forward 50. Houston with a chance now.
Okay, that's the end of that. There we go.
The Power have started magnificently.
Okay, do I think people have hidden talents? Like, sure, I mean, there'd absolutely be stuff that, just because of how we've lived our lives, that we have things about us that maybe we'd actually be able to be pretty good at, that we don't really know about. Okay, go out here. But I've kind of, it was like a year, it was almost 2 years to this point, where I came across Healthy Gamer GG, but I actually just like randomly on YouTube, and he does he's got Twitch, he's got stuff on Twitch too. But I know like one of the things that like I can remember being talked about in there is like the idea was like the talent versus like effort, so like hidden talents. What was the point with that? And it was kind of, oh, I know what it was. It was kind of like, what are you like in trying to like get out of people? What are you like reinforcing in them? Where it's like someone who's okay, who might be like a gifted person, who might be like, what would be, they got talent, and you're just saying to someone like, oh yeah, you're so talented, you're gifted, you're like a smart person, that they don't actually really go ahead and try and apply themselves as much, because they're able to sort of rely on what they already got, you know what I mean? As opposed to if you're like sort of give credit to a person, sort of reinforcing into, if you're trying to enforce into them like effort, despite their perhaps potential like lack of talent or gift into it, you know? Come in here. Whoa. Go there.
Can't afford to give it back in the corridor.
Mr. Taylor. Let's see what you got going. I know someone just kicked a goal, but I honestly have no idea who it was, even though that happened like 30 seconds ago. Go this way.
Goldstein. That might have been dropping the ball.
Can you get the goal in here?
From the front.
Is that going to be good? There you go. There we go.
That's two. He's causing them plenty of headaches down there.
The Roos showing why they were well back to win this match. The big men fly. It's a hot footy. Cunnington in the centre square. He's set upon. Burton, Butters, the power are good with their hands.
Come in here, you got Mr. Bergman.
Bergman can run and gun.
And, oh damn, okay, so that's Mr. Marshall.
So strong one-on-one.
He'll surely go back
Yeah, there
to
could be stuff that, I or other people could find themselves where they'd have talent for it, that they'd be good at it, that other people might like, for sure. Okay, go here.
They dodged a bullet there.
Mr. Siebel.
Next time.
Looking to get it forward quickly.
We've got Port, bring it in. Get the handball over here. Mr. Bogue.
Needs that to come
That's going to... It's going to be a miss. It's going to be a miss in there.
Goes long from the kick in. Generosity is a wonderful
And Mr.
quality,
Rosie
but not on a football
brings it. Oh, damn, that's coming back with North. Okay. Get rid of that.
He'll work all day.
I'm going to go in here.
That's a bruising tackle. Bergman gets the kick away. Dixon, good handball.
Okay, so you come over with Frioli. That's going over the Zeeble.
Bench might be calling after that blue. Centering ball. Plenty
Okay,
of heat
keep
in
it going
this
there.
game.
Keep
Well
it going
done.
here.
Another goal.
There's a chip on option. Oh damn, but it doesn't work. Doesn't work for him.
Intercept. Uses the non-preferred. Dixon.
Go over there.
Forward they go again. Farrell.
And that's going to be Farrell. Yeah, there absolutely are people that
The power are working harder at the
that
present time, and they're reaping
they
the
decide to keep the status quo. They try and keep the status quo where they are.
Drop punt and
They don't want to take that risk. And then they never get that chance on there. It's crazy to think of, like, if we're just born maybe just like 10 years earlier, 10 years later, just how life would be different for us, you know, come this way. Like, I definitely think of myself, I've always kind of imagined if I was born, if I was like 40, 50 years older, I mean, everything would just kind of be so different that I can't even say, oh, I'd have the same personality for sure, I'd have the same beliefs and everything, but I kind of am like, maybe I'd be in like a psychiatric ward. It'd be so much easier, just based on people's like what the world's understanding is in that era, you know. Come in here. And what you got? Is that gonna be another one? There you go. The Port here. They got that. They're getting the domination going.
Percentage hit now.
They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around.
There is still time. Hopefully North can bring it back a bit. That'd be good to see. Go over there. See what you got. So the handball comes out. He gets the kick going.
His field kicking is normally first rate.
Come in with last set. Nope. Bring it in there.
Can he be the
and that's going to be with Bergman there. Okay, cool.
And they're away.
Cunnington has brought his own ball. Has he got it? I think that might be. No, not the B. Not the B.
He's off. Burton to bring it back in.
That's going to be with Mr. Bogue. The handball is not going to work in there.
Met solidly. Great tackling technique there. Goldstein punches it out.
Yeah, the idea of people not getting where they should be because of they care for other people's opinion. I kind of see, the thing with it is that you kind of have to care about other people's opinion to get stuff in life. Like you actually kind of do, because what happens if you don't care about other people's opinions whatsoever, and you just fully go based on exactly what you want all the time, which you kind of already do. It's kind of hard to do anything else, but you guys think of it like this: you can never get a job without someone else's opinion, without them wanting you to have that job. We're kind of in a situation where we're able to go to like a supermarket, right? We're able to just maybe get some apples. We don't got to pick them ourselves. And the reason is because we're acting in a way that's like comfortable enough and knocks people's confidence. Yeah.
We've got another stoppage.
Come here.
Got his palm to it. Cunnington.
And where you want to go? Where you want to go with this?
Simpkin. Phillips. Sweeping handball. Shields. It's a desperate tackle in the forward pocket. Luck.
Go there.
Zeeble.
Like,
Going
other
for
people's
goal.
opinions are how we make money. That's kind of, it's kind of how life
Houston to
really
bring it
is,
back in.
you know?
Now Pepper goes
Coming this way.
without it.
So it makes sense to care about other
They're
people's opinions because
irrepressible at the moment.
you're actually very
That's one
reliant
for
on
the
other people.
highlights reel.
Like, the idea of being independent
Their ball
of
movement
people
has been impressive.
isn't
Wines.
exactly
They've worked
possible.
well. How's the entry? Pal Pepper might fancy himself here.
It kind of comes, like, the idea of not caring about other people's opinions, it kind of comes down to what you feel like your options are for yourself in, like, the situation you're in. Coming here.
Good hand.
Go with Mr. Core.
He's so clean with the footy. Goldstein. On centre wing.
Go here.
Managed to get out despite the tackle.
It's like one idea. We were talking about the boys, right? You think of something that happened in the first episode with Starlight, in terms of what he felt like her options were in that moment, you
He
know.
might have done better. Tucker.
So she was willing to do something
Good use of
that
hands.
with the
That's
deep
almost
that she
worth a
definitely
kick. Bergman.
would
They're
not have.
playing
She
like
definitely didn't want to do.
champions. Pal Pepper.
But then maybe
They've picked their way
her
through.
viewpoint on her options change over time, being like, hey, I don't want that anymore. I don't need to go through that anymore. Coming here.
Gathers on the forward flank. Well played. His vision was excellent. They've got winners all over the park. Houston kicks to centre wing. Dersma. That's an aggressive handball. Bonner.
Go
They're
here.
hungry for more. Can't take it. Dixon.
Okay,
is
where you want to
there.
go? Where you want to go? Oh,
Cruz under
you
great
got
pressure.
Mr. Pal Pepper.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
Okay, so you want to go Seeble. That most people, your idea is that what most people that become successful go for their own dreams, not what other people tell them to.
Finlayson needing support.
Coming here, yeah, like I get the idea.
Absorbs the pressure.
I get the idea,
He's
but
besieged.
ultimately, you're never gonna get success without other people being interested
Will the umpire
in you
mark a free kick?
coming here. So it's just like,
Bottled it up.
and it's like, what is the idea of that success? Coming there, is it good to be different? I mean, it depends on what that difference is, doesn't it?
He's suddenly a popular man.
Because the idea would be
Runs onto it.
being something that people
This is
find
great
value in,
pressure
no matter
for
what it is.
Shields.
Coming this way,
Simpson.
bring it out there. Like, if you go for what you want, like I am here, it's like, absolutely, I'm kind of, but at the same time, it's like, I can feel good in that
Smell blood.
I am,
Pepper
at the
takes
moment,
beauty.
acting in a way
Be
that's
patient and wait for an
pretty,
opening.
that's like, pretty much what I kind of want to be. It's not
They'll
really
go back inside
dictated
50 here.
so
Needed
much,
to be
like that
clean
much
and wide.
by
Knew the tackle
the
was coming.
opinions of
Brings it
others.
out wide. Davies Uniacke.
But at the same
Goes to
time,
corridor for now.
if I find myself in a
Gains
situation
the lead on his
where by
own.
doing what I want,
Heads towards
and
the half-forward
like
flank.
absolutely
And a
no
moment
one
for the
wants it
players to
around,
catch their breath.
like how long can that be
The difference in
sustained?
class between these sides is
Come here.
obvious, and this has the potential. to
Imagine
be
a world where everyone's the exact same.
The winner
Come in
there.
here.
Davies
You know what would
Uniacke.
happen in that scenario? Everyone would think everything's amazing.
Terrific.
I know that might sound wrong,
Forehand pass.
but if
And the
everyone
mark
is the
gets
exact
caught
same,
out.
they're gonna
Some
have the
people
exact
can't
same
kick that
beliefs on
far.
what's good and
But
bad,
hey,
so they're all
it's
gonna
a
do the
tough
same stuff,
game.
and they're gonna look
We'll have it
around
all
and
up
say,
as we
hey,
approach half
we're all
time.
amazing. That's what actually I think what would happen.
Good ruck work. Taylor needs help. Sherry. Desperate defence. That's not a mark. He's completely shanked it.
This will be coming back. It's out on the full.
Coming out
It's a
here.
dominant display.
Come with Mr. Brothers. No.
Fantasia. Bergman.
Go out there. What you got?
Gathers it
Bring it in
cleanly
now.
to the wing. Working at close quarters.
Mr. Butters, get rid of that.
He'll be sore in the morning.
Okay, then.
Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Goldstein palms it down. Dersma. Marnie.
Out there.
To get a handball
Comes
away.
with Shields.
Goes long.
That's going to be. Oh, that's no mark. Not a mark. Over there. Oh, doesn't get that.
Out
But
wide
there's
with
no one
the
over
kick.
there. There is absolutely no one over there.
Stevenson gets to it first. The Roos need to
And,
make it
oh.
soon. Davies Uniacke. Phillips.
Come this way.
Decisive handball.
Mr.
That's
Stevenson,
good
can you get the goal for him?
Only a behind.
No, not to be. He's missed
They
that
did well
one.
to construct that
He's
shot
missed
goal,
that
but
one.
the inability to convert really let them down.
Houston to bring it back in. The power, a red hot at the
Oh
moment.
damn. Okay, we're gonna be coming to the end of this half right here. Oh damn, let's see. That's gonna be it there. That's gonna be it there. So we'll be coming back in to the second half with Port Adelaide having a 41-point lead. Okay. Okay then. So we start the second half. Port Adelaide got themselves a 41-point lead here. Got Davies Uniacke bringing out with Port. Nope, come this way.
Bergman, Farrell. Not sure who the target was. Under pressure.
Let's see what we got. See, we got Mr. Dersma. That brings it in. Are they going to get another mark in here? They might get another goal. It's like, oh, almost there.
The power look like scoring every time they go forward.
I mean, if you're trying to like get it, if you're trying to, wait, what?
Simpkin navigated the traffic.
Coming in there.
The nail not to give up a goal.
Oh damn!
Closed him down.
Go out here. Go that way.
That's a quality hand pass, and they're away. Greenwood.
Mr. Greenwood.
His game today.
Okay, see what you got. Oh damn!
Into a brick wall.
If you're going to become famous, you have to do something out of this world and quickly. I mean, yes and no. It depends on like if you're looking to be famous like today or next week, like yeah, absolutely you would need to do something really quickly and everything. But sometimes it's, I think a lot of people, it just, sometimes those people just like, they come in quick and then they're gone. And a lot of it can just be like years of work, little bits and pieces that at some point, then after putting in work, some people are able to find themselves in that situation. But a lot of it's just going to be down to just like dumb luck. Of like you just, you know, like you can't really control what people are going to be looking for. But you can kind of look around and say, hey, what are people interested in that is sort of missing? What's like somewhat of an opening in there? If you're looking to like rise up, that's kind of likely what it would be. What are people desiring that they can't, that they either have and there's a potential for them to get it better? Oh,
running in support.
Go there. Oh no.
Second goal today. It'll have to wait. He's missed. He's off. Aggressive with the kick in. Davies Uniacke can't afford to panic. Attracted a crowd.
Okay, that's going to be Cunnington.
Coming. They cannot keep him quiet. Burn Jones didn't need to be asked.
I'm trying to read that. I need like a break and play to actually get to it. Mr. Phillips.
Gets his kick despite.
Oh damn! Over there with a spoil. Just a specky spoiling.
With a chance
keep it going.
Fantasia. The power continue to do as they wish. Power Pepper takes
go over there.
Option. Butters.
I mean, the problem with it is like with like the idea of like people trying to be famous and trying to do something different is that most people aren't creative. Like most of us aren't. Like we all have different types of creativity. But if you just look at it, just a blanket situation, most people aren't going to be super creative. What we're going to do is there is like not many people are going to do something that no one has thought of before or done before. We're gonna see what's happened, and then we're gonna say, hey, let me just like recreate what I've seen work. That's like what most of us, including myself, for the most part, are just gonna do. Come in this way. Mr. Bergman.
He hasn't kicked it very well. Fantasia will save his teammates blushes.
He should be able to get a snap in here. See Mr. Fantasia. And there you go, you got that goal. Because people might be thinking this.
But this is starting to get a real stench about it.
The power, look at the move.
Yeah.
Dish out a real hiding here.
Coming this way. Come out there.
On the same page as his ruck. He's besieged. What's he got on offer?
Okay, you got. Oh damn.
Couldn't burst through. Not a lot of space to work with.
I'm gonna put a curious question. If someone's dream was to become, say, like a mass serial killer, would you tell that person to go and achieve their dream?
It's a tough game. Boat runs onto it. Bergman.
If someone's dream was to be, you know what I mean? Like we can say, hey people, Go and chase your dreams. Do what you want to do. Don't care about other people's opinions. But there's always boundaries. Like a lot of things we say like that is we say, alright, go do what you want. But if it's something I really don't like, then don't do it. Then you shouldn't go chase your dreams. You know what I mean though? You know what I'm saying though? I have noticed that. So it's like there's always an asterisk. There's a caveat that we don't like to mention. And I come in and bring up something that people would, yeah, there are boundaries, which is at the point where then it's like, hey dude, what you should do is within my own boundaries. And it's like, well, how do we decide what the correct boundaries are? And the way I decide it is, well, I like those boundaries, so everyone should live within my boundaries, obviously, because I'm a special boy. Like that sounds like I'm joking, but that's what we all do. That's what we all do in terms of actual practice on it. Because the idea of like moral boundaries and everything, I kind of think we all just kind of make them up as we go. And there aren't any like objective stuff in it. Let's go with that. Go that way.
Taylor. I think he called for that. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
Go over there.
Scott, one step ahead. Davies-Uniacke. Simpkin. Butters. Wins it back.
I always remember. I always keep this memory.
Taylor.
Go there. You don't think anyone is made to do anything negative? We're all definitely influenced by situations to try and do stuff. But ultimately, our own decisions are like what we do. We have final say on that. We look at our situation and say, yep, okay, I will decide to do this based on what I think the potential consequences, what's to come afterwards are.
Pluck a free kick. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard.
Coming in there.
Wins the hit out. Bergman.
Where are we going?
They should have been going forward. Now
I find the concept of like impulsive thoughts or just like thoughts in general fascinating. In that I don't know how the hell thoughts even come to existence. It's like the idea of like free will and like what determinism, like things are just gonna happen. I don't even know what the hell how to answer that.
That's not like him.
Come this way because it's like, how do we have thoughts that come from a subconscious to just whoop, they just pop up for no reason. You know? They just pop up there. And then if I say, think of the color orange. Like, were you thinking of the color orange before I mentioned orange? You know what I mean? And it's like, bam, there's a thought in there.
Drives it inside the forward 50.
The normal instinct to know what is right and wrong.
They're leading them a merry dance. Houston, great there.
Coming this way.
The power.
Go there.
Well drilled. Lysette.
I know I definitely have disagreements in that. Let's go this way. I have Mr. Bonner.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
Yeah, so Riley Bonner. Oh, right, he's a left footer, so that was a poor kick. I just wasn't even registering that. We all have our ideas on what's good and bad, but then it's like, then circumstances change around a little bit over time. Where like our ideas on what's like good and bad has literally evolved over time. Where like it's a bit wild to think about, but if like we were transported like just like 100 years ago, if that's when we were born, our view on the world of what's good and bad could very easily be very, very different. Like for an example, most of the people 100 years ago would have said like homosexuality was like a bad thing, and now today we're all looking at it and being like, it's fine, it's cool. You know, like things kind of just change over time. Like
neither ruck got a hand on it.
Come in there.
Got to get it on quickly. Was he held without it? That was almost.
No, go that way.
A goal scoring.
No, that's going to go there.
May have gone begging there. The power are playing some great footy. Boak, Burton. Inside 50 with the kick.
Okay, go that way. You got Mr. Bonner. Bring it there. And you got Dixon.
They're still hungry, even with the game put to bed. That's a sign of a very good team.
Should be able to get this goal. And you get that goal. Oh, that's a miss. in UK it's wrong, but people do it anyway because of impulsive thoughts. There's quite a bit I feel like I'm willing to unpack in that, because what's our concept of right and wrong? Are we saying that right and wrong is decided by the legality of them? Because you look at all of history, people change what is legal and illegal based on their personal view at the time, you know? That's a goal. That's a goal in there. People do it because of impulsive thoughts. I mean, I like, what isn't done because of in the moment you want to do it? You know, I feel like I can make an argument that everything is impulsive. Coming here, no matter how much time you breathe, you have thoughts towards it, breathe the actual act of it. Coming in there.
He's generally a good kick. Bonner.
I'll get rid of that.
Certainly a popular man.
Like, there would be a question of like, is marijuana, is weed a good or bad thing? And it's like a lot of people were doing it, and it was like a thing. People were doing it when it was illegal, and people maybe because their idea of good and bad is the legality would say, oh, this is a bad thing, but people were doing it. So do we say, oh, because that's a drug? There are other drugs that people use all the time. It's like a normal painkiller. Are we saying those normal painkillers are bad? Coming here, like maybe like if you're going to the dentist and you're having a dental thing, you want some kind of anesthesia. Is anesthesia a bad thing? You know what I mean?
Throws it on the boot. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Aaliyah. He's run into trouble. Horn Francis.
You feel like if it isn't normal, it shouldn't happen?
Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
You feel like if it's not normal, it shouldn't happen? You know that based on your logic right there, that there would be no such thing as homosexuals, because homosexuality, based on statistics, isn't normal.
Goldstein doing the grunt work. They've put themselves under pressure, getting their handball game going.
It's interesting because a little bit ago, I saw you mention how things would be boring if everyone was the same. But right now, you're mentioning if it isn't normal, people shouldn't be it shouldn't be done, which would require for everyone to be the same. You know what I'm saying there?
They'll compete inside the 50. Marshall gets to the front spot.
The Power have been ruthless today. It's been an awesome performance.
Let's see with Toddy Marshall.
He should not miss from there.
It puts something that I've thought about personally with the idea of where we look at and say, like people being different, and like it goes with the famous and everything in there. It's like when it comes to differences, we like differences that we like, right? But if someone's something that's a bit different, but the actual execution of their difference, we don't like it as much. We don't want it, and then suddenly we want people to be normal. If people are something that we consider below average, whatever that is, we will ask for them to be normal. But if they're different and there's something we just happen to enjoy, then we're cool with it, you know?
Gets it to safety.
Away he goes. Goes long from the kick in. Butters. They're a delight to watch.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying there. So you're saying what?
They're bloodthirsty today. They've opened them up here. Searching kick.
Are you saying that two men should sleep with each other because they can't create life?
Dangerous place to turn it over. It's a desperate tackle. Lysette.
Because if that's what you were saying.
Just needs to finish he does.
There aren't many teams who can go with them.
You think that two men shouldn't sleep with each other because they can't create life? Which
attracted a crowd. Taylor, Davies-Uniacke leading from the front. Heads for the pocket. Cleary tries to spike it out.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying right there.
Gaz, what's caught your eye?
It's no surprise that the team that's using the ball better is the one winning the match.
Goldstein showing his skills. Tucker.
Come this way.
He's besieged. Horn Francis.
Okay, go out there.
Wines. The Roos have denied them the corridor. They might be caught out on the turnover.
The kick comes this way.
What can he do with it? Poor disposal. Keeps letting them down. Rioli.
Like, I'm trying to understand what it was you were saying there. Because by that logic, it would be like, well, then a man and a woman shouldn't be doing like anal. They shouldn't be having blowjobs because there would be no chance of creating life in those situations. If if like a woman has, if one of those two have no ability to conceive of a child, maybe then they shouldn't be having sex because they have no ability to create life. There'd also be the idea of if when a woman is no longer, well, it'd be like non-fertile, so then it'd be like, well, what happens if a woman is like past 50 at that point, you know, and like all her eggs are gone? Just as a potential example, is she no longer someone people should have sex with, you know?
With a chance here, bit of a nothing kick.
So like your idea, okay, so your idea is that because it's not normal, people shouldn't sleep with. Okay, I think I'm understanding what you're saying. I definitely do not agree with it. Come this way. Because in that situation, it's like, well, what if it's the person's? Because we can go back to the idea of like people should be doing what they want to do, not based on what other people's opinions are. Wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Clever. Coming this way.
Good thinking and good execution too. A chance to clear now. Butters.
Isn't it weird that sex creates life? That's so weird, isn't it? Like that's how it's done. Like, do we ever think about that? That like that's how it's done.
Expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Simpkin turned over. Turns it over in the middle.
I think sex is only meant to create life.
He's set upon. They'll need to be more careful than that. Goldstein. It's a tough game. The umpire says he had no.
I think sex, I mean, it has the potential of doing that. You actually do see homosexual animals. You actually do see homosexual animals encountering homosexuality. You actually definitely do. Asking me for exact examples would be me asking for you to go look it up yourself, because the exact I knew you were going to say what animal, because I was going to say the exact ones in the moment. I was going to be like, I'm going to draw a blank on exact. So I was going to be able to say I've seen presentations through Twitch channel Maya, and they're having ones on animals and her Animal Quest. I can remember things about homosexuality within animals. It's definitely something that if I was to just look it up on Google, I think we could definitely find answers.
The power will take a lot of belief from this, not only because of the win, but the way they've gone about it.
I know for a fact.
Plans in place.
As for what animal this was, I don't even remember what animal this was, but I absolutely remember hearing about animals that have sex with each other and are literally both both start off as male, but are like fighting each other, like they're trying to stab each other with their penises to actually inseminate the other one, and the one that gets inseminated kind of like becomes a woman, becomes the female in that animal species. Come this way. Okay, so you bring it up there. So Port have just come here, they've just come and dominated.
It's becoming a training drill. Finlayson.
Okay, I'm just going to pose something. So, if it's not normal, people shouldn't do it. At one point, using a computer was not normal. So does that mean not everyone should have stopped using computers? We shouldn't have advanced into using computers because it wasn't normal? You know what I'm saying there?
This shouldn't present any problems.
Coming with Farrell. At the goal.
He's just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
The ruse, a shot. What a debacle it's been.
Like, I definitely find it's like, what normal are we meant to define ourselves by? What kind of normal? I find that through history, our kind of normal that we identify with is just the one that just so happens to be the thing that, I mean, everything has a risk flag.
And I don't think they had any inkling it was coming.
Yeah, everything has a cost, depending on what you're looking at. Absolutely, everything can have a cost and a risk to it.
Takes the hand pass.
Coming in here.
Good kick. Finlayson has drifted forward and marked.
The Power continue to display a greater work ethic than their opponents, despite having the game parcelled up.
Okay, so Mr. Finlayson in there.
That'll go
Oh,
close.
damn.
I tell you
Oh,
what,
that's coming back,
very
dang.
close. It's a goal.
The pace and skill with which they're moving the footy is enabling them to hit the scoreboard regularly.
The score
Going that way.
about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Tucker. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? They've given it back. That hand pass was telegraphed. Finlayson. The Roos on the ball now. Phillips.
Okay, let's see what you got with North. Bring the kick
It's
in
hard
there.
to find a winner for them today. Burn-Jones. No easy exit. Simpkin.
Go there.
Up out of nowhere.
Internet does have its good and bads. And at the same time, the idea that you were presenting was that things should be done only if they're normal.
Thick and fast. This is great to watch. Crunching
Died because of
tackle.
what? Internet? Because
They're
of sex? A lot of
going
people die because of
nowhere, and
sex.
we'll have a
And different types of
stoppage near the
sex. Lots of people die over
Two
lots of
big men
things.
do battle.
One time driving cars wasn't normal.
Bad error there. He's
Like the idea of doing things just because it's normal
He's going for home.
requires people
And
to
wide
not
would
chase
be
their
a
dreams,
finish
to
line.
not be out there doing something that other people aren't doing, you know?
Still a way to go to restore some pride. Goldstein looking for territory.
Like I would kind of say based is that I actually am kind of sort of picking up that your idea isn't actually based on things should.
Davies Uniac hunting the footy. Managed to get out despite the tackle.
Sex is deep
He's
than just
suddenly a
pleasure.
popular man.
I mean,
Phillips.
that can be a lot of things
He's got an
for sure.
option in the centre
Like
square.
for you,
Shields.
you don't want to.
Fist in.
You want that's how you want to look at sex. Like that's fine. I could maybe agree with you on that. I'm not saying I disagree with you on that. But what was I saying? Like I don't think your idea of like things being to be the way they are because they're normal. I actually don't think that's what you believe. Even though that's what you said, I don't think that's what you believe based on previous comments you had made regarding the famous, and I think it's just kind of like you think people shouldn't do it because you just personally don't like it, which okay, but should people listen to your opinion on that?
They've been obliterated.
I don't think they're going to. Coming out here. Let's see what you got. There's an interesting argument then, especially within the sex, would be, well, is it normal to have interracial sex? If the answer is no, then should people should they be doing that? You know what, like logically speaking,
He had prior
based on
opportunity.
the idea of normality.
It's a high ball. Aliyah judged the flight well. They're irrepressible at the moment. Drew with a chance to
Yeah, that's
send it
absolutely
forward.
fine.
Sloppy hands and they've turned it over. They're still cracking in hard.
People absolutely
Deep
live their own
into
way.
this match.
You're absolutely sharing your thoughts. That's
The ruck's superfluous
perfectly
on
fine.
that
Whether their
occasion.
thoughts I agree with or not, I'm
Dixon
actually
with an
pretty happy to have them in here.
Drew couldn't get an
It's just
effective
to be willing to
disposal.
bounce them off because I feel like we have to be willing,
Kicking is normally first rate.
you know, like I'm happy for that.
101 there.
I mean, here,
Simpkin.
it's like we also have to be willing to try and, okay, go that way.
He might have thought about hand passing. Cunnington, desperate to win it back.
Go out there.
He ran into
Okay.
a brick wall. The
Fantastic.
umpire says he made an attempt to get
Like
it
I know
out.
that I'm definitely not looking to
Punch
create situations where I'm trying to like,
How will
you know, like the
umpire
idea of
see
like
this?
canceling people
Simpkin.
automatically. I definitely am
Centre wing.
not
Drew.
looking to have like a
He's
trigger
wrapped
finger
up
on that.
the power.
Coming in
Agrees with
here.
their hands.
Like if someone has a
Leading by
belief that I agree or disagree with,
He's got support.
do I think they make society better? I don't think it makes. I don't think it's one way or the other, really. I think it. I don't understand how to make a good society. Like, do I think LGBTQ make it better or worse? Coming this way.
This spells trouble. What a
I kind of think everything is just sort of. I think from an immediate standpoint, everything. I kind of have. I've tried to say everything is net neutral. Beginning wise, it means absolutely nothing. Now let's work it from there. Now what does it mean for a good society? What does it mean for a bad society? Could there even be a society?
Absorbs the pressure.
Come out here.
Sweeping handball. Pow.
Um,
It's a hot footy. Cunnington
go this way.
In the centre square. Cops some unwanted attention. Bonner leads his opponent.
Let's see, we got. Oh damn, are Port going to get 100 points? I don't think so. I think North have done enough to avoid the 100-point loss.
Wins the hard ball.
We're
That's
coming
a
to
bit
the
of a
end in
waste.
here.
Dealt with the pressure. Tucker feeling the heat. Closed him down. Simpkin.
Coming there.
Burton runs
Let's see what you
onto
got.
it.
Go over this way.
Good use of hands.
Bring it in.
Gathers it cleanly on the wing.
I just think they make it more interesting.
The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. They'll bide their time.
I'll get to your point as soon as we finish this game.
Great play.
Just mark the ball there.
Taking the mark. He's besieged. Boat. That could prove costly. Puts his teammate under the pump.
Oh, damn.
Uniac fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. That's poor play. Attracted a crowd.
Okay, so that's going to go this way.
Neat little stab kick.
It's going to be a mark. That's going to be the end of the game there. So let's see how things went with it.
On behalf of Daniel Harford,
Okay, so we see the top goal scorers in there. There's old Davies Uniac. Holy crap, he had 54. Damn. It's kind of been happening recently where like the losing teams just having the top scores together. But a lot of Port players at the top in the marks. Port get a dominant victory in here. They had 4 goals through last set. It was Bergman leading the way for Port with 36. And they get on top of North Melbourne 146 to 57. That is I think that's a 89-point victory. Yeah.